Alright guys, so welcome back to a brand new video. Today's video is one I've been wanting to do for quite a while. I've been wanting to ask a lot of tech YouTubers what their top tech is for 2018. So I was curious with some of the creators that I follow, some of these creators that are heavily responsible for inspiring me to start this channel. I'm talking about guys like Your Average Consumer, who heavily reviews headphones. I really got into it by watching his videos and seeing the way he did things and the footage that he shot. And then we're talking about guys like Jonathan Morrison. He can basically go shoot a review of something and it looks like it could be an ad on television. It's that pretty. And also a guy like Random Frank P, who is really responsible for a lot of the ways that I format my videos. And then guys like Bored at Work, who has a headphone wall that heavily inspired this headphone wall in the new studio. And then a personal friend of mine, which is Jason over at Painfully Honest Tech. And then there's newcomers that I think have an amazing eye, an amazing cinematography skills, and the way that they handle their videos, they're gonna be huge. I'm talking about guys like Jeremy Sires. This guy's ability to do product shots and the way that he presents himself on camera is amazing. And then we have Brandon over at This Is Tech Today. If you want to know anything about cell phones, that's probably the guy you want to watch. And then we have Jackson Hayes, who honestly is the youngest one out of everybody in this video, but there's something about the way he controls his videos, the way he sees things, that it's unique. So I'm happy to have all these guys, and it's actually an honor to have them all on one video, and I can't thank them enough. So guys, let's not waste any more time. Let's check out the video.
What's going on, guys? It's Your Average Consumer, and I think one of the top pieces of tech this year has to be the iPad Pro. It's kind of insane that Apple was able to create such a powerful device in such a slim form factor. I actually love the changes that they made to the bezels. The screen just pops out a lot more. I'm personally a fan of the 12.9-inch version, so watching content and media is lovely on it. For me, it's what I take to bed every night, watch a little show here and there, and I'm able to actually do more in terms of like video or photo editing, gaming, whatever you throw at it, it can pretty much do. It's just a matter of what iOS allows you to with the certain apps that they have available. But for me, iPad Pro, amazing device, definitely one of the top pieces of tech this year. And GameSki, huge shout out to you for having me on, man. Glad to be a part of it.
Sup GameSki Nation, my favorite pick for tech of 2018. It was a hard choice, but I've narrowed it down to the Sony a7 III. What you get for the price point is insane. Full frame 4K video, which you're not even getting on the 1DX, and you also get 120 FPS slow motion video, which is crazy. Now there's this whole debate, yes, Canon's color science is amazing, but the trick with this is forget S-Log, forget all those profiles, rock with PP1, it will change your life. I actually just saw a video that went live on Dave2D's channel, all on the Sony a7 III. My other tip is, if you can, don't go adapters, go native, put your trust in Sony because the G Master stuff is incredible.
What's up guys, I'm Random Frank P, and still one of my favorite products of all time is gonna be the Elgato Stream Deck. This is their newer mini version, so it has 6 keys, but the best thing about this is it's all unlimited. You can set unlimited macros to each one of these keys, have unlimited folders. It keeps going on, making this thing versatile for pretty much any use. So whether you're a streamer, a video editor, a photo editor, pretty much whatever you want, you can set certain macros to these keys. The software lets you set it up, but it's all very easy to use. And say you want one layer to be like bringing up web pages you frequently visit. You can have these be dedicated media controls. If you're streaming on YouTube or Twitch, you can have it pull up graphics, switch scenes. Anything that you would manually do in the past, you can now do with just one click. And what's also cool in their software, you can create your own graphics and stuff to put on these screens here. They have a pretty great icon editor, so you can go in and create whatever you want, then assign them to the Stream Deck Mini. And it now supports GIFs, so you can definitely get creative. This launched for $100, and recently it's been on sale because of the holidays. But it's just so great to have unlimited possibilities right at your fingertips, all in this small form factor on your desktop, so it's not gonna take up a lot of space. You don't need a secondary keyboard or anything. Tons of macros, all right here, and that's why I love it.
Hey guys, Thunder E here from Bored at Work on GameSki's channel. And for me, my favorite tech of 2018, there are quite a number of devices. I could mention the Huawei Mate 20 Pro, probably one of the best smartphones you could get this year. Great photos, great battery life. I could also mention the Sony a7 III, which is probably the best camera you can pick up this year in terms of DSLRs or of course mirrorless cameras. But for me, it has to be going back to my tried and true favorites right here, headphones. I'm talking about the Sony WH-1000 Mark IIIs. These are the best noise canceling headphones you can pick up right now. They've got really good noise cancellation. They've also got really good audio, which is one of the key things you want when you're using a pair of headphones like this. They're comfortable, they're smooth, they've got some really nice control functionalities, and to me, it's the best tech of 2018. So again, thank you very much, GameSkii, for having me on your channel, and guys, enjoy.
What is my favorite piece of technology of 2018? I mean, there are so many great things that came out this year, so many great smartphones, etc., you know, all that stuff. But for me, the most impressive, the most useful, the most forward-thinking, the thing that has the most going for it in the future is the Apple Watch Series 4. I just picked this up a couple of weeks ago. This is the first Apple Watch that I really feel like shows us how a smartwatch can be something other than just a connection to your phone. With the health aspects that are available in this, all the way from the ECG readings, all the way down to tracking your heart rate, to offering you breathing exercises for a mindfulness meditation if you need that. There's just so much that this thing can do. I've used it now for 2 weeks, and honestly, I know that I have not even scratched the surface. As we've seen with smartphone sales over the past few months, as we've seen with everything else, technology is a little stale right now, and the potential for what this Apple Watch can become, with the Series 4 being proof of concept for me really for the first time. This is my favorite piece of technology of 2018, and yeah, so thanks for asking. Till the next time, I'm out.
Hey guys, Jeremy here. 2018 was another outstanding year for tech. So naturally, when Keith asked me to be a part of his 2018 favorite tech of the year video, I was pumped. It was a hard decision, but what I finally decided to go with was the Demand Series D7 bookshelf speakers from Definitive Technology. These speakers sound so good, it actually hurt my feelings a little bit because it shattered my kind of beliefs of what I had previously thought were good speakers. I've been listening to crap all these years. Definitive Tech is marketing these as high-end audiophile grade speakers, and I think they live up to every bit of the hype. These speakers ooze high-end. Everything from the extruded aluminum front plate to the high gloss cabinet, and I do mean high gloss. These things are so high gloss you could shave in them. Not that I would know anything about shaving. I haven't shaved in like 7 years, but nevertheless, the finish on these things is phenomenal. But by far the most important feature of these speakers isn't how awesome they look, but they just sound great. These really are some of the richest, fullest, most precise, clear speakers I've yet to test or hear. They also hit a great price point for speakers of this caliber, and right now they're actually $100 off, so great time to pick them up if you're interested. So whether you're an audiophile or just somebody who's enthusiastic about music, maybe you want to listen to some old vinyl, or maybe you're big into home theater systems, these would make for outstanding surround sound speakers. Regardless of the fact, these are some awesome speakers, and that's why they made my list for favorite tech item of 2018. That's it for me, guys. Big thanks again to Keith for putting this video together. Appreciate you, brother, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Hey friend, this is Brandon here from This Is Tech Today, your source for honest tech reviews, the news, and my views. And first, thank you so much for having me. I'm so honored and humbled to be a part of this. My choice for the top tech for 2018 is the iPhone of Androids, the Google Pixel 3 XL. For me, the Pixel 3 XL is what I wanted out of the Pixel 2 XL last year. It has a nice screen, the fit and finish of the device feels premium rather than cheap, and the Google version of Android is fantastic. Receiving regular updates is a big factor to me, and many of the issues that were there at launch have been ironed out. On top of that, the amazing features that come with the Google Assistant is incredible. There's so many things to list that I don't have time for regarding the Google Assistant and how it works on a Pixel device, but the standout features are call screening and duplex reservations. Having a smart assistant that actually assists me, and sometimes before I even realize it, is amazing. We also can't forget that camera and all the incredible software built in like Night Sight. I can't tell you how much of a joy it is to take pictures with this phone and how practical it is. Even that wide-angle selfie camera. And if you don't prefer the notch, try out the Pixel 3. It has the same great features of the Pixel 3 XL and feels amazing in the hand. Thanks once again for having me. Feel free to visit me on Twitter or on my channel at This Is Tech Today. Until next time.
Hey everyone, Jackson Hayes here. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about one of my favorite pieces of tech from 2018. And it might come as a bit of a surprise because not a lot of people have been talking about this specific piece of tech, but in my opinion, it's insanely awesome. And this thing is the Google Home Hub. You can check the weather on it, you can view your calendar, and you can even watch YouTube videos on it, which is pretty neat. But my favorite feature, and what makes me like it so much, is its incredible adaptive display. When you're not using it, when you're not watching a video or checking the weather, when it's just displaying the clock and a picture, it adjusts the display to match the room's brightness and color temperature. And it adjusts it in such a way that it literally looks like a matte photo, like a printed matte photo that you stuck in a picture frame. It doesn't look like it's emitting any light, it just looks like a normal printed photo. It's crazy cool. Now, to some of you, this might sound like a very boring piece of tech. If you're not into photography, for example, this might seem meaningless, but for those of us who are into photography, I think it's a very neat piece of tech. Well, that's it. That's one of my favorite tech products of 2018. Thanks for having me on, GameSkii.
So I guess if anything, it's probably fitting to just wrap it up by giving you guys my favorite tech of 2018. Now, a lot of you will probably think that it's headphones, and you'd be kind of surprised to know that it's not. The one piece of tech that, even though it's new, but right off the bat from having it, it's been extremely useful, it's just amazing, is the DJI Osmo Pocket. This thing is so tiny. It's smaller than the size of a cell phone, but it is a camera that has its own little built-in gimbal. It has its own built-in screen, shoots 4K footage. It's so smooth. I've been able to use it on product shots already. It just makes you want to go out and just try different kind of footage. And if you want to, as far as even vlogging with this type of camera, it has face track so that if I move my face around, the camera will follow me the whole time. So as far as tech goes, it's just something unique. That's the kind of thing that needs to come out to surprise people, to stand out, especially with all these high-end cell phones and everything like that. It's nice to have something different. But again, this really is just, it honestly is a huge deal to have all of these guys in one video for me. And that, again, is because these are people that inspire me, even ones that have high subscribers all the way down to low. I see something that it kind of inspires me to try different things on my channel. So again, I really can't thank all of these guys enough. And thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, guys, make sure to stay tuned for more.